Thank you very much. Yes. So today I'll be presenting you the warehouses that we don't see. So what do we mean by warehouses that we don't see is in today's demanding supply chain, there are a lot of developments, a lot of technologies that have been implemented for last mile deliveries, specifically in retail and FMCG e-commerce business. But warehouses, now warehouses are growing. There are a lot of SKUs that are being stored in warehouses, and there are a lot of operational challenges that these warehouses face. Usually, we do use ERPs, WMS to operate these warehouses, but the physical reality, the physical problems, and the operational challenges, they still remain hidden and are mostly managed at local levels. So these challenges do affect safety, productivity, and efficiency in these warehouses. I'll be talking more about how digital twin, how physical AI and integrating IoT solutions can bring greater clarity to the warehouse operations. So basically, to understand and to deep dive how these things can be done, on the broader level, what warehouse is nothing but racks, MHEs, pallets, that's inventory, and people. These are four main assets that are there inside warehouse, and we need to manage them efficiently for an efficient and productive warehouse. So the problems that we face in a warehouse is we have WMS. So basically WMS would tell you the transactions. So what needs to be shipped, what's going to be loaded in the warehouse, at what time, which dock are we going to load stuff. But it fails to tell you the physical reality. A lot of times there are inventory mismatches. So in WMS we know there are these inventories, but then in last minute we struggle really finding those inventories where it is. So globally the standard it's like 5 to 10% SKUs are always missing. It's not where WMS tells they are, and that's where you have to keep doing rounds of reconciliation of those inventories. There are problems with we do go ahead with MHEs, fleet of MHEs, but we really don't know what the real utilization of those MHEs. Is our fleet size optimized, or is it oversized, or is it undersized? What's the travel that's happening? How much productive travel this MHE is doing? How much empty travel this MHE is doing? What about the maintenance? Are they being maintained properly? Like usually maintenance happens periodic, like 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. But these MHEs, they are more fragile on how you use their hydraulics, how you use their batteries. So this maintenance, if we align with the number of hydraulic cycles that happen, number of your charging cycles they happen, it could be more of efficient usage, as well as we can have predictive maintenance for these MHEs. Then we can track real utilization, how much pallets per hour these MHEs are taking, how much distance this MHE is traveling for per pallet delivery. So that's where you get a chance of looking at your data on your environment, wherein you can actually see if to move single pallet, if your MHE is traveling say 150 meters, and if the data shows, the environment shows that you can optimize it to 100 or 75 meters, that's where the given infrastructure you can use for either be more productive, or you can save on your fleet size. We have racks that we have talked about, but most of the warehouses, most of the factories, they treat these racks as a static asset. But we have gone through at least 10 cases this year itself, wherein there are these racks with small dents and bends that are done while loading, unloading your pallets by forklifts, by reach trucks. So these dent bends really affect these racks, and there have been instances wherein the racks have came down. If a single rack comes down, it's not the single rack, but it has potential of a domino effect wherein the entire warehouse can come down, and we have seen these events happening. Usually a forklift, it in a shift, it might handle anywhere between 15-20 orders to 30-40 orders a day. So if you just do the mathematics wherein per shift 30 trips or 30 interactions with your rack, such 10 MHEs, such 2 shifts. So the number of interactions with racks that these MHEs might do, it runs in thousands. So like 5,000, 10,000 interactions this MHEs is doing with your racks, and the chances of these MHEs hitting your racks is like hardly like even if 5% chances or 1% chance, there are at least 30-40 dents, damages done per MHE to your racking systems, and that's where the real threat, real safety begins. So all these things needs tracking, or else it's a big supply chain disruption that happens. So like across safety, across productivity, and across efficiency, digitization, physical AI can help. So what real digital twin helps us is, imagine a warehouse. So entire warehouse is seen on your screen. You see live movements of all your forklifts happening. Who is driving? Is it driving empty, or is it driving low with pallets? You can see human movements based on tracking. And if this digital twin and this actual on-site execution is integrated with your WMS, warehouse management system, wherein it knows which orders are to be processed and when they are to be processed. This system actually acts like Ola or Uber inside your warehouse, wherein execution would be automatic. A warehouse manager can really check on that, and the orders would be placed directly to your forklifts. So this will help you optimize all the travels of the forklift. So usually a forklift, when it goes to dock to pick a pallet, it goes empty and it comes back with the pallet and loads the rack. So now one side empty travel, this itself is a big thing that you can optimize, wherein the system itself can allot task when it's traveling empty, and that's how you can optimize and increase the productivity of your system. So second thing is misplaced pallets. So like if WMS tells a driver to pick a pallet or to place a pallet in, say, aisle A, bay 5, and if physically if I don't do that and I place it somewhere else, so that's a mismatch in your system. So now WMS doesn't know that this pallet is actually not where it is supposed to be, and when the next order comes in, then there's always a rush to find that missing inventory where it is. So these mismatches, these operational inefficiencies, maybe for whatever reasons, can be live tracked, and you always know where those pallets are. So you don't have to waste your time reconciling the pallet position, scanning each and every pallet. If you have to find a pallet, you will have to scan each and every pallet. So this system can reduce all those cycles, all those man-hours, and all those disruptions that supply chain might have. So how this system acts as sense. As I said, that there are set of sensors that sit on your MHEs. Now these sensors help you track your machines inside a warehouse. Now obviously GPS doesn't work inside a closed space, so these sensors will help you with 10 level accuracy of where this MHE actually is, who is driving it, what kind of productivity it's doing, what kind of safety violations it's doing. So you can have the safety, productivity, efficiency all on your fingertips. It's also loaded with AI cameras wherein live safety events as well as productive events will be captured and shown to you. So you don't have to go and see all your CCTV footages, but rather whatever is important to you, system will detect and it will show you only those clips. So such things is where the sense comes in. Understand is the system understands your operations. You can tell the flow of your warehouses and where the decisions are to be made and where the alerts are to be sounded to the higher ups. So the system will understand that. It will help you decide, and obviously it will help you act. So it's not only that you are dumped with lot of data, but that data is sorted as per your rules. Then whatever task you want based on that data to be done automatically, system will do it automatically. So it's not only that lot of data is generated and dumped for your analysis, but analysis is done, and certain things which you think that system should do automatically, if these are the triggers, the system will do it. So this is warehouse from WMS, which is warehouse management system, to warehouse execution system that you can call it. So this is where it really helps to orchestrate your entire movement inside warehouse. You have all asset tracking. As I said, that a fleet of MHE, well maintained, predictive maintenance is done, all those things are done, would help you increase its life cycle. It will help you reduce cost. So all these things are there which will help a warehouse become more efficient. Now a quick overview of what we have is entire system is based on digital twin, and then we have range of modules that help you. So IRDS is the rack safety module, which continuously tracks health of your racks. It runs on European standard EN 15635 is the European standard, which based on which your all dents bends would be categorized. The system will tell you which dents are those which you can neglect. It will tell you which dents are having potential of further damage or potential of pulling down the racks. So you need to be more careful and unload those pallets and get the system fixed over there. It also tracks, since a rack in a bigger warehouse, it would have anywhere between 5,000 to 20,000-30,000 elements inside the rack. Now which element is has that dent damage? Who is the OEM? Is it Godrej? Is it Craftsman? Or is it someone else? What kind of specifications? So you don't really have to worry about that. So this twin is a real life replica. So whatever happens physically is replicated on your twin. So it's not just the 3D that you see, it's a real. So if you click on any element of a rack or any element of a twin, it will tell you life cycle of that. Who is the OEM, when was it installed, what's the warranty guarantee, and when the systems have been hit, what kind of problems are there, and what kind of repairs have been done. So it's kind of life cycle that the system itself is telling you. So you don't have to run around and keep all your documents, keep all your specifications, and try to find out what are the correct and what are the latest specifications. The fleet intelligence system is the MEPS RTSS. So these are nothing but you have mixed fleet, wherein you might have BOPTs, you might have forklifts, you might have reach trucks. So across these fleets, how do you place your orders? How what's the sequencing of the orders? How productive it is? What's the travel average travel time it takes? What kind of utilization is happening when it's empty? What kind of utilization is happening when it's loaded? All these analytics, along with the driver safety, efficiency, skill of drivers, behavior of drivers, all these things are mapped for better productivity. IMDS is nothing but a an application wherein a lot of big warehouses, they want that before operating a forklift there are few checklists that are supposed to be filled by the machine operator. He has to check few things. So this system, if integrated, it will make sure that the operator does that, or else he cannot start your MHE. So such kind of features are there. If you want, it's like, obviously, if the warehouse manager wants that forklift should not start unless the checklist is filled, the system will act accordingly. Fleet management system is more about how the hydraulics of your forklifts operate, how the battery management system is there, how the batteries are functioning, since these are the two costliest items in your machines, and if they go down or if they demand maintenance, these are the cost centric things. So actual operations, actual maintenance will happen on use cases, how many times the hydraulics was actually used, rather than the time dependent maintenance. Similarly, what kind of the way we see our battery functioning in our mobiles, so similarly you across your fleet, irrespective of who the OEM is, you will see battery health, how it's functioning, how it's being charged, and how what care needs to be taken. So this kind of productive things it shows. And ATOS is your actual execution module, wherein it will help you execute the WMS orders that are received based on when, at which dock things are to be delivered. So all those so you don't have to run around. If your warehouse is 2 lakh, 3 lakh, 4 lakh square feet big, and the warehouse manager has to run around to just manage everything, you don't have to do that. You can do it sitting in your office, seeing live what forklift, which operator, where he is, what he is doing, and how what tasks are supposed to be assigned to him. The inventory intelligence is more about how you have to manage your inventory and the mismatched things, or the near any inventory which is near its expiry, if you have to take it out, or if you have to reshuffle its position, so you can do that. And then the analytical engine, which is for the higher management, wherein all the analytics would be shown for better decisions. Thank you.